Well, the centre-forward injury crisis has hit Arsenal hard. Nketiah out, Leandro Trossard out. Arsenal are only left with Gabriel Martinelli, a forward who is fully fit, with Mikel Arteta also claiming that Emile Smith-Rowe can also lead the line. Gabriel Jesus is just a player who is really pushing hard to come back, but all the decisions are going to be left in the hands of the manager Mikel Arteta. But we are here to let you know about the huge injury blow of Leandro Trossard. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe after smashing it, hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this beautiful YouTube channel. Not so? So guys, it's a really good day, and Arsenal is topping the Premier League table 5 points clear. On Thursday, they are playing Sporting Lisbon away from home, and in that ilk, they are having an injury crisis for their forwards. We are talking another cheat of Arsenal, that the first goal that they concede against Bournemouth, the players of Bournemouth had crossed the center line before that game was started. That's it. It has been claimed by the referee of, I think, the former Premier League referee, and he says that would have stood. It has gone ahead to coincide or clash with the FA considering to charge Arsenal for the celebrations of its officials going on the field of play when Reiss scored the winner, yet the game had not been called to end by the referee. And lastly, Roland Meyer, a right back of Arsenal who played very well, has gone ahead to hint about the Arsenal celebrations, and obviously everything has been put to a very good limelight, and he has issued a warning to Arsenal that celebrations are good, but they should keep focused onto the main cause of the season, and that is the trophy. So smash the like button, subscribe. Rokani David is my name. Let's get into this now. Leandro Trossard injury update has been issued as the injury crisis hits Arsenal hard. The forward injury crisis hits Arsenal hard. Leandro Trossard is another one that walked off the field of play when Arsenal was playing is it Bournemouth? He played like 26 minutes. He was taken off, and now the assessment has been really given to us by a correspondent of Arsenal for the Evening Standard known as Simon Collins. Arsenal are optimistic that Leandro Trossard did not suffer a serious groin injury after Bournemouth and hope he could return before the international break in 2 weeks' time, with the initial assessment of injury positive. That's it. And we've also been told Leandro Trossard is due to have further tests today, but Arsenal that taking him off quickly of Saturday prevented significant damage to his groin. Trossard is likely to miss the game against Sporting Lisbon on Thursday. Now you all know that he has been called off for the game of Thursday, and he might really return maybe over the weekend, but the game of Thursday is out. A very huge question has always been tabled onto every fan of Arsenal as to whether Mikel Arteta should get out of the other tournaments and stay focused on the Premier League. Arsenal fans have massively voted for them to go all out and remain in one competition, and that is the Premier League. That means they'll be playing one game a week, and all their players will be fully focused onto one tournament. But I think for Mikel Arteta, it's not going to be that way. He wants his team to compete in the UEFA Europa League. Why? He's having players that are really needing playing time. Jakub Kiwior, Tomiyasu, you saw him when he played against Bournemouth for the first 45 minutes. He looks rusty because he's lacking much fitness. Emile Smith-Rowe, Reiss Nelson, who saved them on the day. Then Jakub Kiwior. There is a Jorginho. Jorginho has been playing some good games because Thomas Partey has been absent. But the big question remains: when Partey returns, is he going to be having the same game time? That is the huge question that is really going all out to those that really say Arsenal should get out of the UEFA Europa League. And to me, my senses tell me that Mikel Arteta can play these players very well and in a balanced way. Sporting Lisbon is not one of the easy sides or the easy nuts to crack. Trust me, I saw them play against Tottenham Hotspur. They gave them a game, and I believe Arsenal is going to get a game from Sporting Lisbon more than the game that PSV gave them away in Netherlands. So I think Mikel Arteta should go ahead and really field his squad. I mean, it's him having a huge game on Friday against Fulham. I think he should field a full squad. But the big question is, who is going to lead the line of Arsenal? Because Leandro Trossard is out. Don't expect him to play on Thursday. He's out of the Thursday game. And when you look at Leandro Trossard, he had really gone ahead to compliment well with Gabriel Martinelli. To me, my only weakness at Arsenal is how Jesus, Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, Jesus connect their game to Bukayo Saka's. I believe that Bukayo Saka is playing his only different game altogether. Very different game, very different kind of player. He's putting in a very good performance at Arsenal, but he is not in unison with his fellow players. You get? I would like to see Arsenal, I would like to see Gabriel Jesus leaning so much onto the right as he leans so much onto the left, such that he gets Bukayo Saka into play a lot. You get? So, the injury crisis has really hit Arsenal hard, and the only option they're left with is Gabriel Martinelli. And I think with the game on Thursday, Mikel Arteta is really in dilemma. He wants to get a result away in Portugal, so to it that he goes to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Europa League, because after United knocking out Barcelona, no team is Arsenal afraid of. But who is going to be leading the line when Trossard is out? Gabriel Jesus, I think I've gotten it right. I've had a friend telling me that it's not Jesus, it's Jesus. When Gabriel Jesus is forcing himself to return ahead of schedule, according to Mikel Arteta. So it's all left for Mikel Arteta to make a decision on who is leading the line. Is he going to take Gabriel Jesus, or it's going to be Gabriel Martinelli playing as a centre forward, then Reiss Nelson playing as a right forward, and Emile Smith-Rowe playing as a left forward? Can you let them play 90 minutes? You won't. That means the likes of Bukayo Saka will need to come in through, Odegaard will need to come in through, Granit Xhaka, and maybe others. So it is a very confusing situation for Mikel Arteta, because even Edin Ketia is really out, and we don't know when he's going to come in through. For Leandro Trossard, he needs 1.5 weeks to be fully fit and return for the other games. But the good thing is that for the most important trophy they are competing for, Jesus might be back over the weekend. But on Thursday, he might find himself hard to return. Why? Arteta told us that he needs 7 to 10 days. On Friday, it's going to be 7 days. On Sunday, when Arsenal is playing Fulham, it's going to be 9 days. 1 day less to making it 10. So, is it going to be possible for him to make the match squad to Fulham? That is the most huge story that you're waiting for, to see to it that Arsenal really gets back their man. But obviously, the guy is really injured and out, and he goes by the names of Leandro Trossard. Jesus is back on his way. Edin Ketia, no specific time for his return, and it shows you that each and every time you are overstretched to playing games that you usually don't play, you get injuries. I also believe that Leandro Trossard is not used to playing the games of the intensity like at Arsenal. You get the levels of competition between Arsenal and Brighton are totally different. They are different levels of competition, and Leandro Trossard is being affected by this. But I think he's going to return early enough, and they took him off the pitch because they did it as precaution. Arteta confirmed us that Leandro Trossard told him that I can't feel my muscle again. I can't feel my groin anymore, and I don't want to continue field of play to damage it more. Can I be substituted? He was taken off, and guess who came on? It was Emily Smith-Rowe who came on. That is Mikel Arteta for you. And now, we leave the injury crisis. I think I've explained it very well. And let's get to the goal that Arsenal conceded in the first minute of the game against Bournemouth. That goal shouldn't have stood. According to the ex-referee, that is Graham Paul, he has told us that VAR once again appeared to let Arsenal down again on Saturday, as both the on-field referee Kavanaga and his colleagues at Scotland Park failed to punish the fact a number of Bournemouth players were in opposing half before the kickoff. It has been reported by London World. And guys, you know, for me, I don't support Arsenal, but all what I preach for is for every team to get justice. Justice needs to be served. This is another game of football where Arsenal have been really let down by VAR. As Arsenal fans, we are mourning about the very many handballs that Arsenal got. That Bournemouth considered because of the pressure Arsenal was really putting onto them, asserting to them. VAR found time to review all of those, and they said no penalty. Plus that foul on Tomiyasu in the first half, towards the end of the first half. Again, they were cheated in the game of Brentford. That goal wouldn't have stood because one player was offside. The lines were not drawn. And again, yesterday, they paid no attention to detail on how that ball gets out of the starting spot at the center when the players of Bournemouth have crossed the line. Now, am I bad if at all I come out and say that there is an agenda of the Premier League to see to it that Arsenal drops points, to see to it that they get the same league conclusion as they had last season, when Liverpool and Man City both were able to win the league? I think they are calling in for that. That's what my mind is telling me. My mind is telling me that the Premier League is trying to make these decisions to bottle up Arsenal, to see to it that maybe they reach the end of the Premier League when Arsenal is like 2 points ahead of Man City, and if at all Arsenal loses and Man City wins, Man City takes it all. And if at all Man City wins and Arsenal wins, Arsenal takes it. That's what is cooking in my head. These decisions that VAR is doing against Arsenal are really out of this world. I think if you are acting the VAR, when that goal goes in from the center line or from a center starting spot and ends up in the goal of Arsenal in the 44th second of the game, you have to go back and review where this ball really started from. You get? And they forgot to do their job. That's why Lee Mason was really sacked. These people need to be sacked. They need to be sacked. Arsenal yesterday had a chance to close down the huge goal difference that Man City has ahead of them by four or three goals. But they just managed to score one. That gave them the lead. The goal difference was 3-2. The goal difference was 1. Arsenal had 3 and the other team had 2. So that beat my understanding to the other level, that there is something that being cooked. And to make it worse, the FA is investigating on the celebrations of Arsenal when Reiss Nelson scores the winning goal because Mikel Arteta and his other coaches ran onto the field of play and celebrated. How stupid is that? All right, if they did something wrong, they deserve to be punished and penalized. But let's first go ahead and really deal with the situation that put the game into this decision of going on to be one late. If Arsenal don't concede that goal, they didn't need the goal of Reiss Nelson to celebrate. That's it. They would have gone ahead to capitalize onto their chances and then score against Bournemouth and win in peace. But all what that happened was because of what Arsenal did. That's it. They did stupid acts. That is VAR. Again, VAR was abysmal. in this beautiful game of football that was played at Emirates. Though we had fun, but Arsenal went ahead to really suffer a lot. Now, we are having Jamie Carragher today on the Monday Night Football has gone ahead and really said that Reiss Nelson winning goal versus Bournemouth, if Arsenal go on to win the league, that moment will be remembered forever and he will be an Arsenal legend for that moment. He's right. He is right. That is the game winning moment. And again, why he should be an Arsenal legend before they win the league, he squares the ball to Ben White to score the second goal that was the leveler. And then he scores the winner. What a performance from Reiss Nelson. He's really going to be remembered as an Arsenal legend. And I think no one is doubting the plans of Arsenal to go all out and really give him or issue him a new contract because he deserves it. He has worked for it and he deserves to take it on. Now, talking about the celebrations, there is this right back that played under Arsene Wenger for a very long time. He's known as Loren Meyer. He was part of the invisible team, playing as right back for Arsenal. He has thrown some bit of advice to Arsenal as an invisible that it was nothing over the top celebrating the way they did. It was a big celebration that they deserve to celebrate, but then they need to keep calm because there is still a long way to go. That's it. You know, one thing I've learned about Mikel Arteta and my manager, for the team I support, Eric Ten Hag, is simple. Ten Hag has always told us that the most important game is the next game you're going to play. And if at all you win it, celebrate it. Celebrate the moment and enjoy it because that moment is not going to come again. Like we of United who conceded 7 against Liverpool, we swallowed that pain and we've gone ahead to really know that our next mission is to win against Real Betis on Thursday. We only discuss the next game. So, Arsenal had everything to celebrate. To me, I have no problem. But Loren Meyer is talking about this not being the last moment. It's not being the final moment. They should keep calm because there is still a long way to go. Yeah, but every game they win, Arsenal has to celebrate. Especially in the game like of Bournemouth. Arsenal never celebrated a lot after putting 4 past Everton because the win was written all over from first half because it ended 2-0. But the way they come back and win that game of football, it is really immense. That's why when they are winning 4-2 at Aston Villa, they celebrate like that because it was a win they never expected to get. You understand? So, I think Arsenal have to celebrate. Let them celebrate because ever since the season started, they've been celebrating. A win against Crystal Palace was celebrated. Leicester was celebrated. Fulham, Aston Villa, and very many others. And I think it has been championed by Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus because every moment has to be celebrated. And these are perennial winners. They know what this adds to the team if at all they celebrate. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about the forward injury crisis that has hit Arsenal with Leandro Trossard. Another one out of the game of Arsenal versus Sporting Lisbon. He's not going to Portugal and it's really hard situation for Mikel Arteta. What do you want him to do? In the comment section below. Then, tell me your thoughts about Jamie Carragher insinuating that if Arsenal wins the league, Reiss Nelson would have hit the legendary status at Arsenal for his 2 goal involvements, the assist to Ben White, the leveler, and the winner that he scores. Then, the referee decision of not checking well the goal Arsenal concedes first at the beginning of the game because those players of Bournemouth had crossed the center line. I'm out. Good night. Good morning. May the Almighty bless you abundantly. I'm out.